Afternoon all. Once again it's afternoon as opposed to morning, and got something really good to talk about today, I think. Just a little word on these little vids and talks, like why I really like them. I really like being able to do this because I get a thought, it literally it's proof to me of like how quick thoughts are. I get a thought that can literally last about 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and that will literally be the content of a whole like 5, 6, 7 minutes worth of video. That's how long it takes to actually say what the thoughts are doing or what's happening. So today it's everyone's amazing, and I don't mean that in any way like everyone's amazing, you know, like, and it's like that cliche, and it's like a bit of an Americanism and just like some kind of crap excuse to be like dead positive about things. I really, what I'm saying, I really mean it, like, and I mean it because it's when we consider exactly what each and every person is, you know, what they consist of. So, you know, no one's a blank slate. It's not like you're a blank slate as soon as you're born and there's been no input from anywhere. You've obviously got the first thing that we know that you're a consequence of is your mother and your father. So that's obvious. You're like half mum, half dad. But you know, if you're gonna buy into or entertain these kind of thoughts that there is no line where your influences stop in terms of physicality and time. So time and space, you can actually go to a starting point. Every single person has got an unbelievably unique story that's gone before them, an unbelievably unique set of influences before you've even taken your first breath. So see it as like the lineage of people before you, which goes right back to even before there was even people. You know, it's always been something is a product of something else. So the journey that all of the life forms have taken all the way along since life and matter has been a thing, all the way along until it's got to humans, and then a particular set of humans, and then a particular lineage of those humans. And that story can only happen in one way. It's one very unique lineage, one very unique story, one very unique set of influences, has all resulted in your mum, and then the same thing has happened for your dad, and then they've come together, and then there's you, and then that's before you start living in the world, which is where you experience things. And second by second, you're having a completely unique experience compared to every other person. It's in no way the same. And it's actually so far away from being the same, we don't give it enough credit. Sometimes we say, oh, well, people are born in the same household to the same parents. How come they don't turn out the same? Or how come, you know, whatever. And that's because from moment to moment, the lineage is going off on its own little path. You know, you could put like 2 kids born on the same day, even twins, on separate sides of the room. One side of the room's hot, one side of the room's cold. Immediately, you've started off a completely unique chain of events. You know, that difference in temperature, which is going to be processed by the body and cause certain responses physiologically, biologically, which then is going to give rise to another set of responses and another state of being, which is then going to interact with the next set of experiences externally in a different way. You know, so the tiniest of factors is enough to keep taking every single one of our experiences on a completely different path to everybody else. You know, if we've got this thing going on, the symbiotic relationship between what we have, what we bring to the world, and what we experience, and this continual playoff between those two things, like a spiral. You know, we're interacting with the world, with experience, and then we're processing it and storing it as personal experience, and then that feeds into our genes even. You know, it's informing again biologically. So you've got this constant interaction, which for every person is, just as I say, I keep saying it, but it's unbelievably unique. No human experience is the same. No human lineage is anywhere close to being the same. And so what I find amazing is, I mean, even if it's just like, I find it a good thing to do, try it, to see yourself as another person. And you could actually say this is a bit of a solution to self-deprecating thoughts, or low self-esteem, or, you know, low self-worth, which wasn't the intention of this video, but now that I'm saying it, it's so possible to just see yourself as like, wow, look at this like completely unique end point. See, so what we are is, we're the end point to a completely amazing and fascinating and unique evolutionary history. So loads and loads and loads of different things and experiences and people and thoughts has all accumulated in this one person, and it's given us these attributes. And that's why, you know, why I'm a firm believer that, you know, everyone brings something to the table. Everybody, and everybody is like geniusly made and has innate genius biological intelligence. How could you not? You're carrying millions of years of evolution stored in your actual, in the body. So you're already a genius product with amazing capabilities. I think all that happens is we have a society and a culture which is very rigid and funneled, and it ekes out only certain behaviours which are deemed as good or successful or whatever it is, and a lot of others kind of slip through the net or are not noticed or utilised or whatever you want to call it. That's a completely different story, different video for another time. But like, I just really mean it when I say like everyone is amazing. It can't not be when you consider all that. And it's possible to see yourself in the same way, and when you do, it's not an ego trip either to do that or see it in that way. You're not saying, oh, look at me, I'm brilliant, I'm boss. You're just aware of the facts, of the objective data, which is, it's an incredibly unique story that's ended in you with an incredibly unique and amazing set of characteristics, you know, knowledge, attributes, skills. And I think it's a good place to start from, really, knowing that you, because you might not even know it, you might not even know what they are. And this isn't like a happy clappy like self-help video. It's not that at all. It's not trying to do that. It's just going with the facts and then the implications of that. So I'm going to leave it there anyway. I've spoken for long enough. Thanks for listening. See you again.